Make a spell on you. I spell back. Bah. Spells. Magic. Before. After.
What you doing?
Basting the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm basically trying to use up all of our food that we have in the fridge at the moment because we're flying out to Singapore tonight. So we need to, I'm making this chicken which we're going to eat for lunch and dinner. And then I'm also going to make some soup out of all the veggies that we have and freeze it. So I'm just making sure the chicken's got some love. And I have a new head! Ah! New head! Ah!
I don't know if people can see.
But it goes all the way around! Whee! 360 Casey head! Or I could just turn around.
Lovely.
Yay! You next. Not ready yet. No. Lexi. Lexi. No. I'll baste your face.
Hello.
Hi.
What are we doing?
I'm going to get the money out. Wah! Moolah. Yeah. For spending.
Right.
Yes. Go get money out from the bank.
Yes, the people at home are thinking that that's what you normally do when you go to the ATM.
But this is special money.
Right.
Special holiday money, so we're very excited.
So we've just come back from the bank and we've got all our spending money.
What up? $50. Whoa! We've been saving for a long time. Look at that, crisp. Kind of.
That's not actually. I'm very disappointed in that. That's money from the bank, and it's already got like tears in it.
Yeah,
and stuff.
a little tear, but.
Yeah, they're not going to accept that over in the Singapore.
Yeah, because they're pretty clean and tidy over there.
So, based on our research, Singapore is in Asia. Actually, is the camera on? Yes, the camera's on. Singapore is in Asia, and Asia is apparently a very, very cheap place. So $50, so I've been told, should be able to pay for the 10 days that we're in Singapore. So hopefully, we'll come back with a bit of change so we can go to McDonald's and, you know, eat something special.
So, we've got a big list of things to do. We just completed a bunch of them.
Yep.
So we went to the bank and got some cash out.
$50.
Would be enough to keep us fed for the whole trip.
Yep.
And you appear to have bought an egg timer.
I have.
Why on earth would we need an egg timer?
An egg timer. Well, I'm glad you asked, even though you already know the answer to it. What you do is, one thing, I'm probably going to end up ripping the egg timer in half so I can disable the bell, otherwise that's going to get embarrassing. But
You don't think it's embarrassing enough that we go walking around places talking to our arms?
Good point. Good point. So, where is it? Okay, so this is a GoPro doohickey thing. What it does, it exists with a GoPro actually inside it. And you get a big dollop of blue tack, you stick it on top of an egg timer, and you place the GoPro thing on it. You turn it, and then you switch the GoPro on a time lapse, and then you can do a 1 hour 360 degree rotation on the spot, and it looks really, really cool. So I'm going to take a couple of these videos in various unique places in Singapore, stitch them together, and hopefully come up with a very cool video. Not an original idea, but it's a pretty cool one. So yeah, and it's so simple. A $10 thingy.
It was actually $6.
A $6 thingy.
Did we check that it's an hour?
Yes, it's 55 minutes.
Okay. I was just suddenly thought, what if it's like 5 minutes?
Then why would you need a 5-minute? Oh, 5.
Because it's an egg timer.
Yeah.
And generally you don't cook eggs for an hour.
No, that's true. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of the dinger, and as soon as I got rid of the dinger, this will be perfect.
Women need women. I think this deal just got even sweeter. I think this is something we're definitely gonna need a second opinion.
So I'm heading back to the shops to buy an egg timer. Yes, I know I've just bought an egg timer, but I'm off to buy another one. Reason being is I kind of broke mine already. It was about, I don't know, half an hour after we got the egg timer. I was messing around with it and I thought to myself, it's going to be pretty embarrassing for this little thing to start ringing after it's done. Or if I've forgotten to switch it off, it might start ringing my bell in my bag, and that would be even more embarrassing if I was in the airport or something like that and they thought it was a bomb, and the security will come and arrest me, and then I'll get raped, you know. So, because I didn't want to get raped by the egg timer, I decided to pull it apart and remove the bell. Unfortunately, one thing that I wasn't aware of is those things are built to explode as soon as you open it. I undid 3 screws and then bam, the thing actually literally exploded in my hands. This giant spring just boing. Love my impression there. Yeah, it flew all over the place. Screws and parts and bits and pieces were flying, and yeah, I couldn't put it back together. It was completely ruined, so I'm going back to Coles to buy another egg timer, and hopefully this time I can deactivate the dinger before it explodes again. I'm a moron. Yeah. So there's about 3 hours to go until the plane flies away, so we're frantically packing. Well, not really that frantically, we're pretty moderately organised. But I've got a bit of a conundrum. This is my bag, and as you probably can see here, it's starting to bulge, and that's all I'm carrying. And unfortunately, that's not all my stuff. I've got a small pile of clothes in the other room that I haven't actually figured out where I'm going to be putting it. In the past, I have travelled just with one backpack, but that's been places like Bali and, you know, those Southeast Asian countries where clothes are fairly cheap, so I usually just come with a very, very small backpack with no clothes on there and buy clothes over there, and then I end up just donating it to some orphanage over on the island. But this is the first time that I've gone to Singapore in over a decade, and I kind of didn't realise that I would be bringing a lot of stuff. I mean, the majority of that bag is tech, you know, camera gear and laptops and stuff like that. So I've got that pile of clothes to try to figure out where to put. And Casey over there, I'm just hiding her underwear.
It's not very exciting underwear.
No. Oh, it's very sexy. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too badly. I, for one, am very, very glad that we now have a Kindle. Because in the past, like, this is travelling light for me. I've just got this one carry-on bag, which I'm packing everything in. It's a bit bigger than Grum's, but still. And it's fantastic not having to take books. Just the Kindle is slotted in here, you can't even really tell. And I think that's wonderful. So I've got the Kindle, I've got some toiletries and a whole bunch of dresses because it's hot over there at the moment. And cotton dresses are going to be the best thing to wear. And I'm wearing my sneakers on the plane, so it's my most bulky items. So I think I'm going to do okay and probably have a little bit of space for Grum to stick his pile in.
Yeah. You go on plane now?
Yes, we go on plane now.
Hooray!
Yes, say hi to the world, Tiff.
Hi. I have lots of food.
Yeah, we didn't want to have our fridge full of rotting food after we get back, so... What is that?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's salmon. There's an orange and bananas and
lot
carrots.
Of carrots.
carrots?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why we have a lot of carrots. Oh, that's right, because all that carrot stuff that Casey makes.
No, it's because we get that Coles thing now.
Oh, yes,
We
they
get
over-carrot us.
Yeah, we get a whole bag of carrots every week and we can't keep them.
So not sex toys then?
No.
Oh, okay, good.
No, we've got
So
actual
this
stuff
ain't
for that.
Flexible enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
So this is all our junk down there. Hopefully we've got everything. So we've got one bag dedicated just for the dinos. This is Casey's stuff with some of my stuff shoved in there, and this is my overpacked suitcase, as I mentioned earlier. And I think we've got everything.
Hi Tiffany, this is our lovely driver. She responded to our tweet and I love her, and she drove us here, and she quite often drives me to the airport. It's because she's lovely.
All the things are gone.
All the things are gone. And we go on plane now.
Alright, so we're currently in line at the moment. We've just arrived a couple of minutes ago, not even that. And we're in the web check-in thing. So this is web check-in. Notice there's no one behind us, and this is normal check-in.
People are stupid.
So how was check-in?
It was exceptionally quick. There was a giant line for people who hadn't checked in on the web, and then there was one guy in front of us in the web check-in line, and we went straight through, and check-in took like 2 seconds because we have no baggage to check either. So what are you doing?
We're about to get some money changed over at the currency conversion place. Probably don't need it, but it's more of a better be safe than sorry type thing. Singapore's pretty good when it comes to money changing. They pretty much accept most international denominations, but just in case.
Dinner? Yum, yum. So it's now 10:30. We've got a board at 11, I believe.
Yeah.
So we've got half an hour to num up our delicious looking rooster rolls that cost us like $400.
Yes.
And then get ourselves over through that gate in the back there through immigration and get some tax back, and then we go on plane now. What?
So we're currently waiting at the moment, and it's gate number 2. And
It says boarding, but no one's called us yet, so I'm assuming we're not boarding.
No, I guess not. So we're not supposed to be departing until 5 past midnight.
We're not going to Johannesburg.
So we're not going to Johannesburg, but just having a look at Twitter, and have a look at this one. Lots of lightning here at the moment. We've never had a lightning storm like this before. What was that?
Are you on plane now?
Not yet. What are you doing?
Your GoPro here is counting down, and so every time it gets down to 1, I'm making a face. We go on plane now?
Nearly.
Come on! Seriously? Not yet?
Nearly?
Oh. Go on plane now?
No.
Go on plane now?
No.
Go on plane now?
No.
We go on this thing that you walk in to get into a plane now?
Yes.
Go on plane now?
Nearly.
Go on plane now?
Nearly.
We go on plane now?
Nearly. Nearly.
We go on plane now?
Nearly.
We go on plane now?
Nearly.
We go on that plane now?
Yes.
Look at all the buttons. That is cool. I've always wanted to be one of those little kids that gets to go and see the cockpit.
Yeah.
That was like my favourite thing ever.
Yeah, not anymore.
Wow! I've seriously never seen this on a cockpit before.
Haven't you?
No.
Yep. Any of them have mobile phones?
What?
Oh, you don't know about that?
Huh?
I'll tell you after we land. Yeah, as soon as I start.
He doesn't like the baby crying.
Although as soon as I started filming, it kind of shut up.
I know.
There it goes again.
It was much louder before.
High-pitched.
Yeah.
Oh, the little guy's scared.
We're on plane now. Plane! We're on plane! Look!
So, the plane's taken off, and I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Casey's already got her headphones on, so she can't really hear you, well, hear me. So, hopefully this video gets up tomorrow, which means that we found good internet. If we haven't, well, hopefully we can figure out some way to get this onto the internet. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye.